Question 15. Suggest reasons for the increase in energy consumption worldwide. 3 marks. Okay, so this question is asking us to consider the resource energy. So energy resources are used to generate electricity and other forms of power for human use. It's asking us specifically to look at consumption. So how do we consume or how do we use energy? Across the world, the demand for energy and electricity varies, and we require electricity for many purposes. So we require it in our homes, so for example, for TVs, for washing machines, to heat our food, and that is called domestic use. We require it for industry or industrial use, for machines and factories. And we also require it for transport, so trains, cars, to transport people, individuals or groups around. Now, this question is asking us, what are the reasons why we are increasing our use in energy consumption worldwide? And there's lots of reasons for this. One, simply that if we have more people, there will be greater demand, and therefore we will have a higher consumption. So increased population leads to greater demand. And also, increased economic development leads to increased consumption of energy. As countries develop, they demand more electricity. So, for example, you might use more electricity in household appliances such as TVs, washing machines, etc. Or you might have more personal transport methods such as a car, which will require more energy. So, affluence may lead to higher standards of living, and this also may include more electrical items and gadgets. And finally, increased economic development can also lead to increased energy consumption in terms of industry. So some countries might move to a more industrial economy and have more factories, and this can mean that they will require more energy as they fuel and power these factories. Now, remember, this might not always be the case, and remember, it's really important to consider how the demand for electricity varies around the world, and this is constantly changing as well. But we've just got a few reasons here why there may be an increase in energy consumption worldwide, particularly that there's an increased population and there's increased economic development, which can lead to increased consumption, particularly in terms of domestic use and higher standards of living, and that would give us 3 marks.